What a surprise. Not a big deal. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of almost your regularly timed Level Up Show podcast. Like, have we not missed a show in almost a month? Are we on that big of a roll, guys? Oh,
Are
fuck,
we recording?
No. Oh, July 4th. July 4th, we fucked up, missed that. But we are recording.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
live.
we did a show that week, but we didn't record it.
That's what it was. Yeah,
It was just a practice show.
Practice, yeah. Which you all know about practice. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Yeah, like, we're doing pretty good since our kind of return for the second half of the third season of the fourth episode or whatever the fuck we are. I'm kind of proud of us. So good job to you guys for keeping us on task and making sure that we're able to do stuff. With me, as always, on the Level Up Show podcast, of course, are my two best friends who love to talk about nothing more than Pokemon Go. It is Ryan and Ralph. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Got all the gyms.
You have
That's
all
true.
the gyms?
Yeah, all the gyms.
All the badges?
All the Jameses.
All the jizz?
GEM, not GYM.
Oh, what about the
No.
jizz? You got all the jizz?
Is
I
that a
don't know.
currency?
Yeah,
It is. In
But,
Pokemon Go, it counts as a currency.
Game Freak jizz.
Yeah. It's just perfect, you know. It's everything that you want in a game and then some with jizz. It's Pikachu jizz actually.
So, do some of the hard packs come with it? Or?
The hard packs do, but the soft packs don't. If you know what I'm saying? If you know
What
what I'm
about the
saying.
boxes?
It's like the baseball
Every
cards
box.
version of packing in some gum. They pack in some Game Freak jizz with their cards.
Every box has some kind of jizz in it. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone. So
Jizz is
you know.
short for Gee Whiz, right?
Right,
Yeah,
no,
think
I mean,
so,
not-
yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, it stands for G's, not whatever you. were
It could be short for Cheese Whiz too. Right?
Oh yeah, it could
Okay.
be. Chiz.
I love putting the chiz on my nachos.
Open up a pack of cards with some Cheese Whiz in there. That'd be.
Was the
Great
movie
day.
Chisholm about Cheese Whiz? Have you ever seen the movie Chisholm?
Who's in it?
I've listened to the song.
John
I've
Wayne?
listened to the song Schism. Schism, is that the same thing?
It's
Wayne.
not. I just remember in health class when I was in middle school, the teacher didn't know what we needed to do for the day, so he made us watch Chisholm with
it a
John
Western?
Wayne. Yes, it is. Nothing healthy about
I
that.
haven't heard that. I've only seen a couple John Wayne movies, and they were both westerns.
I mean,
Yeah.
aren't all of his movies westerns? Isn't that a thing?
I don't know.
He had to at
It's
some point
the wrong
have something
show.
that was on a western.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have a
Yeah.
western podcast yet, but we probably could. We could probably start a western podcast.
Yeah, Western time zone themed.
Yep.
Yeah. I dig that. Yeah.
All
I'm
about
alright with that.
Just giving updates on that western time zone.
Yeah, just giving traffic, just pull up the traffic
the
and
hour.
weather.
On the
hour, every
sevens.
hour.
Mm.
It's 3 days late, but here it
We'll
is.
give you the time on the sevens. That's what you
Yeah.
want.
Everybody needs time on the sevens. How you guys doing? You guys been okay for the last week? Anything big, new, and exciting happening in your life? Anything you want to talk about?
Hot as hell.
Yeah.
So,
Just like Kiss says, it's hot, hotter
Hotter
than
than
hell.
hell.
heat advisory.
It's hot in the shade also. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like 80-some degrees at night, which is insane.
It's very close outside, as my grandma would say.
And
I looked at the weather for tomorrow, and in the process of doing that, I was like, oh, overnight tonight, low 70s, still with a heat index of 100 degrees. I was like, what the fuck is that? Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me? That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I feel like their lows are way off. Because when I went outside to go walk at like almost midnight, it was still like 85 degrees, and they said it was
It's
supposed
real
to be
bad.
77.
I don't know what to think, man. It's pretty rough and tumble up here for real. I'm glad that I have my remote start because when I start that bad bitch up and I got the air primed and ready to roll, it's good to get in the car and it's nice and cold already. But otherwise, that walk to the car was terrible. It was rough.
Yeah. I still got the vent switch thing broken in my car, so it's always stuck on the defrost fan situation.
Oh,
So,
sure.
So it running the air like that It eventually works, but it's not great.
I mean,
Yeah.
as long as you don't feel hot, then you've succeeded.
Yeah, my feet are real cold, so that's nice.
You could, you could roll down the windows and just let the hot air hit you in the face, but I don't know that it's going to make you feel
That's
better
true.
by any means.
So
I think I'm just
driving
gonna
with
get
left
it.
shoes.
I drive with sandals often. I think I'm just gonna get a USB powered box fan and point it out
It's
the
probably
window.
probably not a bad idea. Just get yourself a fan. I mean, you could have like one of those USB power bricks and just carry that around with you everywhere you go.
Instead of a stereo, walking around with a fan on your shoulder.
21st century stereo. Yep, it's a fan because it's so fucking hot. And don't use up all your juice because you're gonna be able to plug in your phone while you play Pokemon Go. Like that's a real concern.
Well,
right now
yeah,
for everybody.
that's the main reason I go outside.
Mm-hmm. It's the main reason anybody goes outside anymore. Got to catch
Get
those
a card
Charmanders.
after. Get a card after so you can play while you're driving.
I mean, you shouldn't Pokemon Go and drive, but maybe you do. You know.
It's been done.
Supposedly
Oh,
somebody
it's-
did it and ran into a
it's all
cop
been
while
done.
they were doing it.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I don't know if I don't know if there's another I don't know if there's a weird story about Pokemon Go that I'll ever be like, oh really? Like everything I'm like, yep, that makes sense. Oh, somebody walked off a cliff. Yep, sure, okay. Somebody walked into a cop. All right. Somebody walked into jail because they had a fucking warrant out for their arrest. Like, all right,
Yeah,
calm down,
I heard about
whatever.
that.
What the fuck, man? It's so weird, but yep, Pokemon Go is a legitimate phenomenon. It's at this point 2 weeks strong and still not showing signs of giving up, but it's got real bad server issues to where you can't play that often. Like, I bet you if I tried to turn it on right now, it won't work
If I tried to turn mine on, it wouldn't work because I uninstalled
because
it.
you deleted the app. Yeah, I'm not surprised about that one bit actually, but you know, to each their own. I still enjoy it. Oh my god, it actually worked. Holy sheep shit.
Was
Just
that?
Pokedex update. Seen 64 Pokemon, caught 62.
What are you doing?
Level-
Who'd you miss?
Level 15. I missed a Lickitung
Fuck.
and a Pikachu.
It's the
Pikachu
two
ran away
best
from me.
ones.
I mean, it's debatable.
They're all good.
No, they're
What
not all
about-
good either. That's also bad.
Have you
They're
caught
all-
Diglett? Caught any
I
Diglets
haven't-
yet?
No Diglets.
You
No,
should do,
I've got.
you should do some
Nidoran.
Google searches on Diglets. Google image search some Diglets.
Nope.
There's some interesting
I don't-
images on there.
I don't want to do that ever. That anything you've ever told me to Google search doesn't turn out well for me. So I'm
Turn
I
out
mean,
safe
it's just a Pokemon. You just want to look at
Nope.
some Pokemon. Just Google image
Nope.
search Diglett.
yeah, with the safe search off, I assume, right? I gotta have the safe search
I
off.
mean, that's by default, yeah. Gotta get that safe
By
search
default,
off.
your house, maybe. Not my house. That shit's on. That shit's on like Donkey Kong. All right, let's get to the news, shall we? There's not much to talk about in the way of the land and news, but we'll start at the top. And by the top, I mean the bottom. The Overwatch released a new character, which had been rumored to happen for a little while now. Anna is her name. She is a support sniper that can shoot health or uppers at you. I don't know what you would call those. I guess those damage increase items, shield increase items. She can shoot at you from afar. Seems like a pretty cool character. They put her up on the PC. I don't know that she's out on the consoles yet, but should be rolling out here relatively soon for those Overwatch players. A buddy of mine is playing her and said she plays nicely. Seems like a good support character. And I like to play support when I play Overwatch, just because no one else likes to. I feel like I'm pretty good at playing Mercy. She's my favorite character, I would say, next to McCree. But I'm going to give Anna or Anna a shot and see how she plays. But I'm excited about that. I know neither of you are playing Overwatch. But for the people out there that are, new character alert, make sure to download the patches and check that out. That'll be fun.
So you probably just said this was a free character.
Yeah, free character. Comes with the game. Don't have to buy her.
So do they have like a plan of how many characters they're going to do, or is it just kind of like a
No, I think it's just kind of like
surprise you with a new character?
yeah. I think if they just throw one out like every quarter, I think that's probably good. But I don't know that they need to. Like, I don't want like 60 characters. I think like 30, 35 maybe. Let me see how many there are right now. I think
They're
there's
trying
20
to-
right now.
Is there going to be a Deckard Cain character from
I
Diablo.
mean, maybe.
So
Yeah,
he
maybe.
can be really old. Is that what he's gonna do?
Yeah, and he's gonna age everyone with this
Yeah.
sniper rifle. Just shoot age at you. It's just numbers.
Throw some old musty books at you.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll throw out a candy dish, and you gotta dig through the buttered toffee to find the fishing lure.
Man, he's got some like Werther's originals in there.
Yep. Yeah, it distracts people. Why this needs to be a game?
They can't get the Werther's originals license. So.
Yeah, this is pricey. I don't know.
22 heroes available in Overwatch. 22. You've got 6 offense, 6 defense, 5 tanks, and 5 support characters in the game currently. So it's I mean, it's cool that they're just putting that stuff out for free. I guess some people didn't expect that to happen. Expected them to have to pay for it, but I like Overwatch. I think this is a good idea. Blizzard usually knows how to handle their DLC and shit like that, so I don't see them doing anything big to charge you extra money at this point, since it's a free-to-play game once you buy the core disc. So,
do they sell anything right now?
You can buy the chests, the loot boxes, if you will. That's the only thing you can buy. You can buy like 1, 5, 10, 25, 50, and 100, I think. So it's
what do those give you?
That's all
Weapons?
cosmetic bullshit. No, it's all cosmetic bullshit. There's literally nothing that can make you better in the game, which is completely okay. Like, I enjoy that very much. It's all cosmetic stuff. And there's some really cool cosmetic stuff, too. Say you get a duplicate of an item, you get some coins that you can use to turn into, you can buy your cosmetic stuff with that. So there's opportunity to do that also.
Okay.
Yeah. Really well made game. So new character, check that out. Rise of the Tomb Raider. We talked about that, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago. We're waiting to hear out information about that game. They put out some screenshots. They put out the
Turns
the
out
box
it's out.
art. Yeah. Turns out it's literally available on the Xbox One currently.
And PC.
Yes,
Yeah.
and PC. That came out earlier in the year, but it's out. Got a release date. What'd you say, Ralph? Of October.
October 11th, maybe? I don't remember. Or something like that.
October 11th. The box art got some shit because the box art is basically the Uncharted collection box art, which I thought was kind of funny. That is
Even Neil Druckmann commented on that. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember what he said, but it was kind of funny.
Oh,
Good
look that up.
story.
Yeah, it's a great story. This is coming as a 20-year Tomb Raider celebration. I have all the DLC that's already out, plus a DLC story called Blood Ties. It's going to work with PlayStation VR. Also, a second new story mission called Lara's Nightmare, and a co-op edition to the game's endurance mode. So some new stuff coming out for just the PS4. I'm sure that the PS4 itself might look a little bit better than the Xbox One version, would be my assumption. I assume they're trying to hit 1080p. 30 frames per second. I assume Laura's Nightmare is just getting raped with that fucking pickaxe she has in the game.
But not like her waking up and finding out she's Angelina Jolie or something.
Is that
Could
a
be so
nightmare?
good.
Is that a nightmare though?
I mean, those movies were kind of nightmares.
What if she wakes up and she's Nathan Drake? Is that what this is all telling us?
What if
she still has boobs?
Yeah.
What if the Tomb Raider? What if she's actually just Ellie from The Last of Us? What if that's what they're telling us?
Or Tom Brady.
Tom
Brady.
Tom Brady-er?
Oh, there was some news about Tom Nook. Sorry.
There was a little news about Tom Nook. I didn't write that down.
Has he been suspended for 4 Animal Crossing games, or?
Animal Crossing New Leaf is getting amiibo support for some reason.
It's a little late for that, but all right.
Yeah, this fall. Yeah. Maybe they're finally finding a use for these Animal Crossing amiibo that I own almost all of.
I doubt it very much, but maybe you could hope so. I don't know what they're doing. Like, New Leaf came out in 2014.
I think it's before that.
2013.
Yeah.
Do you give your rent money to Tom Nook, the Tom Nook amiibo?
You give all of your money to Tom Nook. You don't get any money. He literally takes it all.
He's in the closet, so I don't want to see him.
It's I don't know what they're gonna do with the fucking ability to have amiibos on there, but whatever. I mean, the player base for that game currently can't be that high, right? Certainly not.
Game
It
came out
may
like,
be
what, 2 or 3 years ago?
2013, yeah.
I mean, it may be okay since that's the last real Animal Crossing game.
June
But-
9th, 2013, so it's been out for literally 3 years. It came out November 8th in 2012 in Japan, so almost 4 years over there.
Yeah. Maybe it's got something to. I think maybe it'll have something to do with the mobile Animal Crossing
Yeah.
game.
That was my thought. Was maybe this is just kind of feeding towards getting ready for another the Animal Crossing mobile game, whatever that may be.
You think a cell phone can read an amiibo?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know
You
how
gotta
that
fucking-
works.
Do those have like little QR codes on them, or is it just the NFC chips?
I think this is NFC. Maybe. I don't know how this works.
If it had like a QR code reader, that would work.
Yeah.
That would kind of defeat the purpose of having to own all the amiibos because you could just have the codes up for everybody to scan. So I don't know much. I know Tom Nook is an asshole. That's what I know. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
What else we got? Tiny Nintendo. Holy shit, this is big news. The Tiny Nintendo. Nintendo is re-releasing, if you will, the Nintendo Entertainment System in the form of a mini, like a tiny little mini Nintendo thing this November, coming out on my anniversary, 11/11. It's kind of awesome, right? I'm pumped about it. You guys?
I'm pumped for your anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Awesome. That's also awesome. It's like as big as your palm, basically. It has the nice little ports on the outside. It does not have a cartridge section or an SD card slot, which are, I guess, most people's gripes about it, right?
Yeah, I suppose, because they probably feel like they'd want it to be updated in the future, and it doesn't seem like it's possible for it to be updated.
Right.
So, I
So
don't know.
It doesn't
for
connect to
$60.
the internet. Doesn't connect to the internet, right?
Yeah.
Correct. It connects through HDMI, so it connects to your normal TV. It has a Wii-style connector on it, so you can plug in the nunchuck like devices on it for your classic controller from your Wii or Wii U, and you can buy another controller for $10. So save states are built into it, and it comes with, I think it's 30 games. Yeah, 30 games, which I'll list out for you whenever you're ready.
So, yeah, most of these games I haven't actually played, which is why I'm really looking forward to it. And it'd be really cool to have an original copy of Final Fantasy.
For a price point of $60, this thing's gonna fly off shelves, and I'm really pumped about it. So, here's your game list, and I mean we can all say yay or nay if we've played it. Balloon Fight, nay.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Bubble Bobble, nay.
It's great.
Is it?
It's pretty good.
Castlevania, nope. Oh no, I have played Castlevania. Castlevania Simon's Quest,
Beat it. Pretty good.
Donkey Kong Jr.,
Underrated.
Donkey Kong, Double Dragon 2,
Probably rated. Fuck Double Dragon.
Dr. Mario,
It's fine.
Excite Bike,
Hard.
Final Fantasy,
My favorite Final Fantasy. The first.
Galaga.
I didn't know there was a Nintendo version of Galaga. But whatever.
Ghosts and Goblins.
Hard as fuck.
Fuck that shit. Gradius.
Good.
Ice Climber.
Shit.
Kid Icarus.
Kind of shit.
Kirby's Adventure.
Good.
The one that started it all, the original Mario Bros.
That one sucks.
Mega Man 2.
That's the only reason I thought about I'm gonna buy this.
Yeah,
Get me wrong.
don't kid yourself. Don't kid yourself.
But Mega Man 2 isn't super cheap for a cartridge. And I don't know. I mean, I guess I could just buy the Mega Man collection and play it, but whatever.
Yeah, I saw some guy complaining about that too, because about how the price of Mega Man 2 has gone up, even though that game was really popular and they made a bunch of copies of it. So,
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I guess it's looked at as the best Mega Man, but that's still weird that it's so expensive.
Metroid.
That game didn't age well. The first one,
Ninja Gaiden.
hard as fuck.
Do people say Gaiden instead of Gaiden?
I always heard
That's how it's
Gaiden when
pronounced.
I was a kid, but I think it is Gaiden.
Yeah, I've
Unless
heard it pronounced multiple ways.
it means side story, I think. And
I like
in,
I
in
like
foreign.
Ninja Gaiden. Well, we're not in foreign, we're in America. Let's see what else we got. Pac-Man, of course. Punch
Never
Out
heard of it.
featuring Mr. T. I mean Mr. Green.
Mr. T. Yeah, better.
Wrong thing. No Mike Tyson in this one. No Mr. T either, unfortunately. Star Tropics. This supposed to be a good game.
It's all right. Just the second one's
Boy.
better.
Okay. Super C. Fuck is that? It's like a
That's-
C cup.
That's Contra sequel. That's pretty
Okay.
good. I don't know if I've actually
Super-
played that one though.
Now you get Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3, which of course the best one out of those is Super Mario 2.
That's
I mean, that's debatable, but
best.
they're all good.
I mean, for me, it's Super Mario 2, followed by Super Mario 3, followed by Super Mario Bros. So,
For me, like 3 was like the perfect game until Super Mario World came out.
I mean,
That's how I feel.
That's
Yeah.
everybody's opinion, though. I like to go against the grain here.
I mean,
Tecmo
2's a
Bowl-
whole. That's weird.
There's
Tecmo
all
Bolt
different-
on there.
Two is a whole different game. I get it. That's why I love it so much.
Yeah, Tecmo
They're
Bolt's
gonna-
good.
Radishes or whatever the fuck they are is pretty dope. Legend of Zelda, which I've never played, and The Adventure of Link, Zelda 2, is the last game on there. So,
Yeah, I've played like all of them except Super C, so that's weird.
I'm pretty fucking pumped about this, especially the way that the controllers look. As long as they actually perform like the old controllers, I'll be happy. I'm real excited for $60, man. You just can't complain about something like that, can you?
I'm just happy Nintendo's making it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I got this. Another reason I'm not super into it is because I got the Retron 5. And, it'll
Which
play all
does it
this
all.
shit. It'll play all this shit HD. So, I don't know. And I have several of those games on cartridge already, but whatever. I'll buy one.
I think that's a big deal, right? I think they need to do something huge, considering they have a new they have a new console coming out, but not until next March-ish. So for them to need a little bit of money, they've got some goodwill going about them with the Pokemon Go stuff. I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good idea for them.
Yeah, might as well. Hopefully they'll put out a Super Nintendo Mini and a Virtual Boy Mini.
I mean, probably
Got
not.
all the
but
Virtual
maybe.
Boy games on that. I don't have to worry.
Yeah. Except for some reason it's bigger than the Virtual Boy. It'd be great.
I mean, it
I
would
would-
to be a certain size for you to stick your face in there.
Yeah, maybe it's just goggles. I don't know.
I wouldn't mind a Super Nintendo version of this. That'd be pretty dope. I don't know if you can go all the way up. Do like the GameCube or an N64, but at least the Super Nintendo version would be kind of cool. I'd love to see
Yeah.
that too.
I can see that happening. But I bet that would happen if this does well, which it should.
I think this is gonna do great. I think it's a great gift. I think it's a good idea, and I want one, if not two, one to put in the basement.
I overheard two middle-aged women talking about it at Goodwill the other day.
Wow.
So,
I don't know if that says more about them or more about you that you're in Goodwill that often.
well, maybe like once a week. I don't know. Find some
Yeah,
hot
you
deals.
just gotta check out the teen scene at the Goodwill.
I mean,
It's
my,
true.
my grandma goes to Goodwill and
What?
buys a bunch of puzzles for the children. That's about it.
Did your grandma find 50-cent Bulletproof on PlayStation 2 complete like I did at Goodwill?
She probably
How much do they
did,
charge
and then
you?
threw that shit away.
$3.
Oh,
Or this
man.
Chris Benoit shirt.
Listen, that Chris Benoit shirt is killer, for real. Like, it is.
I mean, he
It
is
is
really
just-
killer.
That shit is just murderous to wear. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
No,
were
we
slaying.
mean it.
You were slaying it right now.
So when you showed him that copy of 50 Cent, did you tell him like it says the price right on the cover? This is 50 cents. Or
They wouldn't have been able to read, so it's
When you send that shirt in for dry cleaning, do you only check the hang box?
I am the dry cleaning. Damn it! I don't even know what that means, but it's good.
I don't either. I like it. I like it a lot.
hung it on the clothesline.
That's good.
I don't have a clothesline. Nope.
Nope. I know you don't. That's it for news this week. Anything else? Anybody else got anything that we should talk about real quick or no?
I got nothing.
All right. I believe that means that it's time once again for Surmise the Score. Ralph, take it away.
Oh man, it's that time of the day. It's evening, and it's Surmise the Score time. Like you just said.
That you're doing without us knowing.
Yeah, been doing this all day. Okay, so last week we all decided that we have nothing better to do than to try to surmise the score for the Ghostbusters game that came out. And whenever we did this, the game was out. The game was out, and it had no reviews.
It was making money.
Yeah.
It was making money for reviews.
Right.
It's true. So I'm going to try to do this a little differently.
Did they get a higher score than the movie on Metacritic?
No.
Okay.
The movie doubled it somehow.
Oh man.
Okay. So the final score for the game was
Hold on.
The final score was 30 out of 100.
Oh my
That's
god.
really bad. I saw a quick look of it. It didn't look that bad.
30 out of 100.
But they were charging $50 for this, I'm pretty sure. So maybe that's part of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. So coming in third place with a guess of 47 was Ryan.
Oh, damn it. Oh, I went 37, didn't I?
Yep, Derek guessed 37. Good for second place.
Yes.
And I somehow won and guessed 26.
Man, that
Hold on.
was such a low
What's
guess.
there? Woo! Yes. Finally,
So
everyone has won at least one round of Surmise the Score.
it only took 5 times, but
Did.
I guess Ryan's only won once also.
That's true.
Man,
Damn it.
commanding lead for Derek with 3.
3, wow.
Hey, we'll have to find out at the end of the season who gets to survive, who gets to pick
play all of these games.
Bachelorette. Yeah. It has to complete all these games in 1 hour.
Yes.
In real time.
Yes.
Filmed in real time. Okay, so
In front of a live studio audience, or no?
yeah, except we'll put that in later.
The laugh tracks and all.
Yeah, it'd be hate tracks. I don't know what that means. Yell hate you the whole time. So I won. So I guess for my winning thing, we're gonna try to debut one of my songs, a new Careful
Hell
Ralph
yes.
song.
Hell
I
yes.
guess. This may
Yes.
go poorly, but will that be at the end of the show or right here or?
It'll probably be both, to be honest with you. I'll probably
Okay.
put it in at this point right now. I'm going to make a little timestamp here to see that if I can see how long we've actually been recording for, which I cannot. But yeah, that's
7
fine.
hours.
I mean, probably not. But I mean, I'll put it in here for 23 minutes, and I'll find it from there. But yes, brand new Careful Ralph song, probably right now, literally about to debut right on the Level Up show, and I'll play it again for you because that's how much we love Careful Ralph right here. Play it at the end of the show also.
I mostly just did this because I didn't know what to talk about. So
I mean,
whatever.
you could have talked about the presidential election because that's what everyone else is apparently talking about if it's not Pokemon Go.
we could talk about what if I don't know. Did you hear that quote?
The Creed song? What if the Creed song? Is that what you want to talk about?
That's a good one. Did you hear that Hillary Clinton quote involving Pokemon Go the other day?
No. Was it that she's Charmander?
I wish. She was giving some kind of speech and she said something like, I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but we need to Pokemon Go to the polls.
Yeah.
We'll let that set in.
It's a little
What
early.
the fuck?
A little early to go to the
I
polls.
think Carlos Mencia writes her jokes.
Is he still alive?
Does he
I
write
thought he
his
died.
jokes? So is somebody else writing his jokes? And
Yeah. Bill Clinton wrote the joke for Carlos Mencia. to write for Hillary Clinton.
That's bad.
So, speaking of potentially bad, the next game we're going to review, or surmise the score of, we're not going to review it. I don't know if it's going to be bad, but I didn't have a whole lot of hot options. So, this game is out now on PS4 and PC, developed by Double Fine, published by Adult Swim Games.
Headlander.
Headlander has no reviews up as of right now.
I thought it didn't come out till the 24th.
Maybe it's not out yet.
This is like what? Like, can you give me like a description of what this is? Like,
I can't. 'Cause I don't know what it is either.
I don't
didn't
really.
look
I mean, I
into it.
kind of know, but I don't know.
Something with a head.
I'm gonna say
in
with
Atlanta.
Double Fine making it, Adult Swim's producing it, and the things that I remember looking like, I'm gonna go. Wait, do I get to guess first? I'm sorry.
Well, Ryan got third place, so
Okay, Ryan gets to go first. Yep, I
But
apologize.
he doesn't
Ryan,
know
go for it.
he doesn't know anything about it though. So
it's a
that
Double
sucks.
Fine game.
Yep,
yeah, but it doesn't seem like it's
a Double Fine game.
I guess I don't know how to I don't know what a typical Double Fine game is. It just seems
It's
most
real
Double Fine games that I
spacey.
wouldn't like.
Well, they've made some like goofy kind of weird stuff that's not like full type games before. Like they released those weird goofy things for Kinect, something like that.
Yeah, I mean this is a real game. It's got something to do with your head. You're just a head, and
you float
can,
around,
and you can land on other bodies to
make
do
them do
things.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
It's described as a Metroidvania style game.
Oh, okay. So kind of like
It comes
that
out-
their cave type game or whatever that came out a while ago.
Maybe it comes out July 26th. So it comes out next Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Was that Double Fine? Who did that? I can't remember. The cave.
I think it was. I know that one guy was involved. Ron
Here's your-
Gilbert, maybe? Maybe
Here's a
not.
little bit about it. The character's head is equipped in a special helmet that allows the head to fly around. Can also be used as a tractor beam to take the heads off robots and use their bodies as needed. So there you go.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna guess since it's Double Fine that it's gonna at least get 65.
65 at least.
Yeah.
So what greater than?
65 or higher. Yeah.
I mean,
There's
wow.
gonna be a new rule.
That's
where you
not.
can do-
That's not the way
Okay.
to do that.
Where the third place guy gets to.
No,
It's
I
just
mean,
gonna-
right now
Third-
it's 65, but I think it's gonna be 65 and above.
He's like, I'm going 65 or higher, please. Like that's not the way this works.
There needs to be more rules with this where it's more even, or like where I don't know, where third place gets an advantage somehow.
Somehow, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how this would work.
If you want to give me all the numbers above 65, I'll take them.
You may end up getting that. Depends on what we say.
That might be an okay rule. Like whoever gets like the lowest between, the two, he gets that median. So I'm gonna go 72.
So
Like then he would get 65 to 72.
next time I lose, I'm gonna guess 1 or higher.
That's a terrible one. Fuck my idea.
I'm gonna guess 55 because I'll take the low end.
Wow.
I mean, it's probably a lot better than that.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
feel like a lot of people will give them the benefit of the doubt based on
I
their.
bet a lot of people. Yeah, I bet a lot of people like it because it's Double Fine.
Probably, but I'm all about that careful, calculated risk.
You are. The
Yeah, that
most
26 paid off.
It did.
It
In
really did.
spades.
In spades, he says.
How many
Oh,
people
shit.
reviewed that Ghostbusters game? That is a really low score.
Yeah. I don't know. It hurts me to think about it.
All right, let's move on to what we have been playing. Thank you so much for Surmise the Score again, Ralph. Doing a great job keeping that baby alive. So congratulations for winning. Again, new Careful Ralph song at the end of the episode. We'll play that again for you right here on the Level Up Show podcast. Red Solo Cup. That's the way to do it. Let's talk about what we have been playing. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and go first because I've not played a fucking thing. I played more Pokemon Go. I have captured 62 Pokemons. I've seen 64 Pokemons, and the game has real bad server issues. That is what I have to say about the game. Questions on Pokemon Go?
10 out of 10.
Oh, man. The GameStop review, the headline for the Ghostbusters review is "Don't Call Them." Oh.
Hold on, real quick. Ralph, did you at all jump into the new Ghostbusters soundtrack to see just to listen to how terrible it is?
I mean, I don't know. Me and my girlfriend both listened to the Fall Out Boy Missy
Yep.
Elliott song,
That's bad.
and I don't even know. Like I was just, I got
Go ahead.
no words to describe.
Who you gonna call? It's just, I just feel like Patrick
Not
made that himself.
afraid.
Yeah,
Is it-
I'm not.
Like it wasn't. Why would you even like? Why wouldn't you just use this song again? I don't understand. It's like
But
too
that's a bit
iconic
like-
of a song.
Literally,
They used it in the game.
the entire soundtrack is some form of, who you gonna call Ghostbusters mantra. Like the first song on the album is
Not
"Walk
me,
the
man.
Moon." Walk the Moon. The people that did "Shut Up and Dance" doing the Ghostbusters song. Then G-Eazy, my boy G-Eazy, does a song called "Saw It Comin'," which is okay, but again, it sounds very Ghostbuster-y with the music.
Yeah.
Ellie King,
So she saw it coming. Okay.
Yep, yeah. Ellie King, who's not great, does a song called "Good Girls," and it just sounds like one of her songs. 5 Seconds of Summer is getting some airplay with a song called "Girls Talk Boys." Again, kind of funky. Zayn, who is Zayn Malik, does a song called "Who." Literally, who you gonna
Like,
call?
That's great.
Yep.
But-
Go ahead.
No, what they should have done is just had the original Ghostbusters song, but had Huey Lewis sing it.
I mean,
Because
Yeah.
like there was a huge
That's-
battle back in the day.
oh, and he lost it, didn't he?
Like he wrote it, I think, because he was originally supposed to sing it. I don't know. I
mean,
could be getting that wrong.
I would be
But
down with that. I would definitely be
I
down
think
with
that
that.
would
but-
be awesome.
The only
what a
plus
song.
they have listed for the game is Ray Parker Jr.'s theme song.
Yeah,
I mean,
I heard
that's
it repeats way too much.
at the end of this album.
They
The
even
Ray
have,
Parker Jr.
so the "Walk the Moon" song is the.
It's here.
It's
I'll just
you
commit
can't.
you. I gotta
I mean,
try.
it's the same song, but it's just them doing it.
It's literally like I'll just like the first 30 seconds, and we won't get banned.
Sorry, too late.
I mean, we're already probably
We're already banned from
We're already
Daily
banned.
Motion.
Yeah, we'll have to put it on Vivo. It's literally, and then just.
That's. I don't know. I guess I thought that Fall Out Boy song was supposed to be a direct remake. I didn't. I guess I
That's
didn't.
what I thought, and that's why when I listened to the album, I'm like, it's literally the Ray Parker Jr. song just spliced up into 16 different fucking tracks. It's so dumb. It's super dumb. Like, even the G-Eazy song, which I like G-Eazy, is not great. It's just not great.
He's on the new Riff Raff album.
Is he?
Yes, they settled
Yes.
out of court. So I want
Oh.
a new drug. I don't know what I want a new drug is.
That's the
That's a
song.
great song.
That is a good song. That's the song I think that Ghostbusters is a direct ripoff of.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading the Wikipedia page. Yeah.
Weird Al's got a version called "I Want a New Duck." That's pretty good.
That sounds pretty good. The only other game that I played this week was I picked up MLB The Show live last week on the episode and got that on Friday and played a little bit of that. It is a great baseball game that feels real realistic, and I can't. I was a pitcher. I'm a pitcher right now in my fantasy, whatever it's called, Road to the Show.
Mm.
And I became a closer. I was like, I'm not going to do a starting pitcher. I'm not going to do a first baseman because that's always what I do. I'm going to be a closer. So I'm currently the closer for the A team of the Atlanta Braves, who drafted me.
Is your name Kira Sedgwick?
No,
Because that
it
would
should
make
be, though.
sense.
Yep, it would, because she's the closer, the only closer that we know to date.
Yeah, she's in the minor leagues right now too.
Yep, she absolutely is. Let's see. Ryan, you want to talk about what you've been playing? We'll save Ralph for last since he won surmise the score. We should also let that happen. We should let that happen too.
Might as well. It's such a benefit.
Yeah, it is.
So I mean, I probably bought more games this week than I played, but
I know I did. Yeah.
I finished Star Ocean, and that game is really short. I mean, it's about the same. So for a console RPG, it's like it barely took 20 hours, which is pretty short for today's standards. But I know Infinite Undiscovery was about that long, and those PSP games and the original Star Ocean game, they were about that long. Except for, I don't know, maybe the one on PlayStation, the original PlayStation was a little longer than that. So I don't know. It just seemed kind of weird that it was that short, and I feel like it would have been under 20 hours if I wouldn't have they pretty much tell you the game's about to end. So instead of doing the ending stuff, I ran around and did a bunch of side stuff. But I mean, I still think that game's all right. It's just a little weird. It's short. I don't know if they're planning on doing another one or if this one's just going to tank and then they'll never make another Star Ocean game. But
You get the Day 1 edition, though, right?
yeah, it says it right on the box. Day 1 edition. Does it still count as the Day 1 edition even though it was released in Japan like months before? So, Day 1 Western Time Zone edition. So,
they should start putting that on there.
So I finished that. Then I played some more Resident Evil 5, and that game is so much better than 6. I don't know what they did between 5 and 6 that they thought they needed to change the controls up that much, because they are so they're really tight, really responsive in 5, and then 6 it's just really loose and I don't know, it just feels weird and wrong in 6. Pretty much the only improvement they made from 5 to 6 was making it so that your co-op partner can't die. Because it is really annoying when Sheva dies, especially when she runs right into the dude who's running around with a chainsaw.
Sheva!
But I guess the other thing that maybe inventory management. I think I might have been slightly better in 6 and 5, but
Nope.
Well, have you played 5 recently? Because
I mean, no, but I remember 6s, and 6s was real fucking bad.
But I mean, I'm comparing it to 5, so in 5 you have this little window with
Is 5 $15 also with Gamers Club?
Should be. Or
Okay.
16 or something.
I
think it's 20.
Well, it's $20 new, and then Amazon Prime you get the 20% discount.
We've had this conversation. You also get that with Gamers Club Unlocked, so.
But I have no reason to do Gamers Club Unlocked.
Yes, no, we've had this discussion with lots of that. Anyway,
Right.
continue.
So yeah, I don't know. That game's a lot of fun. I need to get back and finish it, but I got the PS4 Ratchet and Clank in the mail from the Prime Day business, and I've been playing a shitload of that. I'm right at the end of the game, and that game looks really great. So I never played the original, so I don't know how. It's supposed to be a remake of the original, but I don't know how. They clearly did some stuff because it's talking about it's still referencing the movie that came out or whatever. And I know they had to change up the story some between the original and this one, so I don't know what all is the same and what all is different. But I just got the Ratchet and Clank collection in the mail, so I could find out.
It's not like a direct remake. I know a lot of the areas are the same.
Yeah. I mean, the game is still fun. It feels a lot like the Tools of Destruction game, which is the one I've played first, and yeah, I guess they must have had grinding in every single one of them because it is in this one. So I don't know why they were making it seem like it was a new thing for that future Tools of Destruction. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of I feel like they should give you more ammo because that would encourage me to try out different weapons more, but they don't really, and a lot of the weapons don't really seem like they're very useful. Most of them are joke weapons like the Sheepinator.
Yeah, and that one that distorts people or makes them...
The pixelization one or whatever.
Yeah.
And then some of them, you have to get, you don't really want to get too close when you're shooting the guns, but some of them it feels like you have to get really close for them to do anything. that pixelization one, and the one that shoots out fire. The range on that one is not what I would have liked, but I don't know. The game can be difficult in spots, but most of the time it's not very hard, and there's very little penalty for dying. So there really isn't much penalty at all, except for sometimes you might start further away than you would have liked to when you come back. But I mean, that game's great. I think it looks great. It's still fun. I mean, I probably wouldn't pay more than $20 for it, but I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do from here either. Like, what was Insomniac going to do for Ratchet and Clank? It feels like they've been making the same game for, is it over 10 years now? It's got to be over 10 years, right?
Yeah, because first one was PlayStation 2, so.
But I don't know. Maybe that series will die because the movie tanked. At least I think the reviews were bad.
It tanked. I wonder how good the game did.
Tanked though, did it? Didn't it just kind of fizzle out?
It got bad reviews, but I don't know how well it did at the box office.
It didn't make hardly anything. I don't know. It may be out on video by now, or probably soon.
So I don't even know like what that series like. It has like a kid style look to it, but I don't really know how like if kids would like that game. Like it seems like that game's more for people who grew up playing the PlayStation 2 games, and I don't know if it's really for new people. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's a weird series, but that's about all I did besides buy some games off of eBay, which the most expensive one I got was Stubbs the Zombie. But
if you played it yet?
So like you don't have an original. Did you ever have an original Xbox?
I did like 2 years ago.
So like it turned out like the original Xbox was like, I don't know if it was the first, but it was one of the first HD consoles. But they give you that shitty composite AV cable. And so on HD TVs, it just looks horrible. So the only way that I can really play the games are the ones that are supported by the 360. I can put them in 360, and then that'll take care of all the making them look nicer. But there are very few that support 720. So like I have like Freedom Fighters, and I have the Warriors. And there might be a few. Cold Fear that supports 720. So, but Cold Fear doesn't play on my 360. The Warriors doesn't play on my 360. Freedom Fighters does, and it looks okay. But I don't know. And like the thing that Microsoft released for playing those games like in HD was like some weird high definition pack thing, which you plug it into your system, but instead of like having the regular like red, green, and blue, and then the two like red and white cables, it just has like some pack that you have to get your own cables to plug into it and then plug it into the TV. And that thing apparently is selling for upwards of like $40 and above on eBay. So if you want to get the Microsoft official one. So definitely not doing that. And then there's a bunch of other like cables that they sell on eBay that are like in the $3 range, but they look very suspicious. Like I'm not 100% sure of their quality, so I don't know.
Unrelated.
Yeah.
Oh, unrelated possibly, but I bought the PS2 component cable from Amazon for $6, and it seems to work fine.
See, I got the PS3 one because like when the PS3 first launched, it came with just composite cables, and I didn't have a TV that had HDMI at the time, but I did have ones that supported those component cables. So as soon as they released the Sony PS3 component cables, I went and bought them. So that's what I use for my PS2. But the best the PS2 can do is 480, which I don't know. So what I also don't really like is there's only certain games on the PS2 that support widescreen, but you can set the same with the Xbox, and you can set your system to support widescreen if you have widescreen TV. But instead of like making the game show up in 4:3 if it doesn't support widescreen, it stretches it to support what you selected, and most of the games don't support widescreen. So like on Xbox, it just looks god awful when they stretch the Xbox ones that don't support it. And it doesn't look as bad on PS2, but I really wish they would just be like, this doesn't support that. I'm going to force you to have the 4:3 aspect ratio. But I don't know. That's just kind of annoying. Like when I put in Dark Watch for Xbox, that game looked terrible, stretched out in widescreen. And then when I put it on in the 360, the 360 forces you to use the 4:3 aspect ratio, and it looked fine. So.
Was that a High Moon Studios joint?
Yeah, and I know I had finished that game, but I thought I had played it on my Xbox, but I couldn't find a save on my original Xbox. Couldn't find a save on my 360. So maybe I rented it for PS2. I don't know. But
is it first person or third?
it's first, and then there's some horse riding too. It was kind of like. So Red Dead Revolver came out, I think, a little bit before that. So it's kind of like I think a lot of people played it because they just played Red Dead Revolver and wanted something else like that. And I'm pretty sure that's why I rented it. But it was super cheap. I got that and the strategy guide for $6. So
that's a hot deal.
Yeah, the strategy. I don't know why you need a strategy guide for that game, but they were selling them, and some dude must have just wanted to get rid of it. So. Now I have it. Maybe someday I will feel the same and sell it for $6 on eBay. but that's pretty much all I've been up to. I did start playing Stubbs Zombie. I played pretty much all the games I bought just to see if they worked, to make sure they worked. And that Stubbs game is really weird. You start off as a zombie. And they pretty much just like throw you right into it. It's like some alternate 1950s areas where there's a bunch of robots and stuff going around, and you just start eating some teenager's head, and then you start eating a bunch of cops' heads, and they all turn into zombies with you. And if you're surrounded by a bunch of cops shooting you, and your stomach's full, then you just fart to have a bunch of gas come out, and that distracts them while you eat them. So. I don't know. The game, like, they have a bunch of like alternate 50s music that was recorded by more like modern artists. I don't know. It seems pretty interesting. So, and that game is one of the more rare games on the Xbox.
Made by Rare?
Definitely not. It uses the Halo engine, and they tell you that right on the box. So. But I think that game goes for like $40-some, but I got it for $35. Some dude in Nebraska was wanting to get rid of that because he agreed to my offer like right away.
He really needed money.
I guess I don't know what he's gonna do with $35, but I'll take it.
I've wondered with that offer thing on eBay, if like the seller just sets it up to where if the offer is within a certain range, if it just automatically accepts it. Because I had that happen. Not too long ago.
He sent me a message back when he accepted my offer. So he told me for some reason he was going to put it in the mail right away. I was like, okay, you don't have to. But okay.
What's that? He wants all them stars.
Yeah.
He's trying to save that money.
But one guy, so I bought Tools of Destruction off of there, and I offered the dude $9, and he wanted to sell it to me for like 14 something. And he was telling me about how like shipping was his concern, so he said he would sell it to me for $12.99. I was like, sure, whatever. How about 12? And the dude wouldn't accept 12, so he did $12.89. So I was like, whatever. I declined it, and I found somebody selling it for $11 and bought it for $11. $12.89. What kind of counter offer is that? Like, I give a shit about 10 cents.
Somebody who doesn't understand what he's doing properly. Clearly.
You should have said $1,000 as your counter offer.
Oh man, he would have accepted that right away.
Should we move on? Should we talk about our subject of the evening, since it's kind of a light news week? Talk about our top 5 games so far this year.
You want me to go yet or no?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? No,
Yeah,
I do want you to go. I thought we were letting Alex had gone so long, Ryan had gone so long that I realized that it was time to get to the last part of it. Nope.
That's fine. I'll keep it short.
No, hey, I actually want to know because I watched you play Song of the Deep, Dong of the Deep, if you will, which was really fucking funny. I watched you play Song of the Deep, and I didn't get it.
Oh,
I just didn't get it.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's like a Metroidvania game, but you're a submarine. I don't know. You're just swimming instead of.
You're a little girl on a submarine, right?
Yeah, Marin.
Submarania.
Subpar.
Yeah. Subpar. Was it subpar? The game itself. Subpar.
I enjoyed it. I'd give it like probably 7.5 or 8 out of 10. I mean, it's well worth $15.
That's all right.
I mean, like, I think I don't know. I was gonna go back and find all the upgrades and stuff. I think I bought all the upgrades, but I haven't found some of the other extra things. I don't know. I guess the biggest complaint is the boss battles are super simple. Like the final boss was kind of a joke. Okay. I don't know. I'd tell you about it, but it's not important. Yeah, story was kind of interesting, and it's fun to play. I don't know. I think it took me like probably 11 or 12 hours to finish it.
Is Insomniac going to make a movie out of that franchise?
There is a book, which is weird. I saw the
comic book or what?
Like a real ass novel. I saw it at GameStop, and from what I could tell, it was the same exact story.
Awesome. That reminds me of when I was a kid and bought the Batman and Robin book for dirt cheap at some place. And I started reading it, and I was like, this is like the script printed off in book form.
That story's so good, though.
So I read like the first couple of pages and then never read it again.
Hopefully they mentioned Coolio in his epic performance. Yeah, I don't know. I'd recommend Song of the Deep for the price they're asking for it.
All right, that's good. Like I said, I enjoyed watching you play it. I just didn't grasp like the concept of the game, but maybe that's just because Metroidvanias aren't necessarily my thing. But it looked like a well-produced game, better than I thought it was going to look. So that was good.
Yeah, no. So for some reason, I picked up Xeodrifter because they had that limited run games had a physical copy for sale. Like, I don't know, there's only like 2,000 or 2,300 copies made. Okay. You can like download it on just about everything, maybe except the Xbox. So I picked it up, played that, finished it. It's only like 2 or 3 hours long. Do you know what Mutant Mudds is? Have you heard of that?
I do. I've heard of that. If you're talking to me or us in general, I've heard of Mutant Mudds.
It's the same developer, Renegade Kid. I don't know. It's a Metroidvania also, right up your alley.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like Mega Man combined with Metroid, sort of, and it's kind of tough. But the boss battles, there's like 5 of them maybe, and you're fighting the same thing, but it just builds every time. So that was kind of weird. But
right. They usually charge for those.
That was $30 with counting shipping, which may have been a little much, but I don't know, man. It came with like a nice full color booklet and some dumb sticker, and I probably shouldn't have opened it, but whatever.
They put the NFL license sticker on there?
It probably is on there.
Those fucking sports games.
Yeah. But I don't know. If you're into Metroidvanias, once again, I'd say try out Xeodrifter if it's super cheap sometime.
I think I've seen it for like $2 or $3 before. So I mean, I might check it out at some point. But
there's a demo for it actually on PS4. I remember that now.
Is there really?
Yeah. I don't know how much of the game the demo is because the game's not very long. But yeah. And besides that, I played some dumb PS2 games. Well, they're not dumb because like Burnout games. I got some of them.
Holy shit, they're pretty good games, I hear.
Oh, they're so good. and I picked up Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, which I'd never played before.
That's a
And
good game.
banger.
That's a really good game.
Yeah, it's,
Isn't Mortal Kombat on sale this week on the PlayStation Store? Was it?
Probably. XL or whatever? Probably, because Evo, I don't know.
yeah, probably
I feel like
was.
it was on sale. I don't know if it's on sale anymore.
The dude who won in Evo used Alien. You know, the most classic of Mortal Kombat characters.
Seems like that should be illegal.
It's $21 still. It's still too much for me.
Yeah.
There's like nobody watching the Mortal Kombat one.
Nope, everyone was watching Street Fighter 1. It's on ESPN. I was watching it the other night.
They did the Mortal Kombat one early in the morning.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That's because they really no one really fucking cared. Gravity Rush is $21 too. What the fuck?
Yeah, you probably get the physical version for probably about the
Cheaper.
same price.
Yeah, see, fuck that. So, all right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Keep going.
I think that's it. Yeah, I don't know. I tried out Tron Evolution because it was free on Xbox Live Gold.
And that was worth the shit.
I mean, it's free. Well,
How
not
was-
technically.
Jeff Bridges in that. Digital Jeff Bridges.
I mean, I assume he looked fine. I've never seen any of the movies, so.
Oh, what are you
Really?
doing?
Oh,
Tron,
man.
Tron and Tron 2 are good.
No, Tron is not good.
Okay,
Oh,
Tron
my God.
in the 80s was probably great. Tron now is not so hot, but it's worthwhile to watch.
What? No, I would say watch the newest one. Don't
Oh, yeah, watch
the
the newest
original.
one.
Because
maybe watch the
holy
original.
shit, man! Have you seen the original one recently?
Yeah, I got it on Netflix when I was still getting DVDs like a year or two ago.
I tried watching it, and the stuff that they said and what they were like, whatever conversations they have in that movie are just complete nonsense. They say the stupidest shit to each other, and it makes
Yep.
no sense at all.
Whatever. It's worth it. The new Tron is really good though.
I'm not gonna watch either, more than likely. So.
You should. They're worthwhile.
They should just replace all the dialogue with dialogue from like Kingdom Hearts. It would make more sense.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
You opened up
Yep.
a can of worms. Oh.
Nope. I'm gonna move on.
Okay.
Move on. So I mean, I prematurely said this earlier. I will finish now. Let's talk about our top 5 games of the half year of 2016, shall we?
Might as well.
As the half year descends upon us, not much going on in the way of news. We will talk about the games we've played and what we consider as the best game of 2016 currently in July. I guess it's a little past the half year at this point, but hey, E3 was busy. So why don't we start off in the same order we have been doing what you have been playing, and I suppose that would mean Ryan goes first, but I guess I went first then. So Ryan, why don't you go first? What's your number 5 for game of the year so far?
Me, it's Quantum Break. I know you guys will probably never play it, but yeah, it
I
reminds me a lot
want
of
to.
I
Alan
might.
Wake. Just skip the TV show. The TV show's not really worth it. But the game is fun. Ending was hard as shit, but I don't know. I think Remedy makes good games, and I hope they. I don't think this one did that well, but I'm hoping they make another Alan Wake. But yeah, Quantum Break is my number 5.
Okay. I am number 5 as everyone's favorite mobile game, Pokemon Go. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Number 5 for you, Mr. Ralph.
Number 5 for me, a game I haven't played that much of, but Pokken Tournament.
Oh,
Seems like it's a good game.
That was
I
at
played the
Evo.
demo of that.
Yeah,
The demo of it was cool on the Wii U. It looks really fucking good.
yeah. I don't know. I need to play it more.
Yeah, you should. I would be intrigued to that. It's like I said, it looked cool. 2 Pokemon games in the top 5. What are you talking about here? What is this?
This
I
is
don't know.
nonsense.
Moon and Sun haven't even come out yet.
I know. Just wait. Number 4 for you, Mr. Ryan.
I have Uncharted 4 as my number 4.
Wow, that low on the list. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of felt like been there, done that. It looked great though, so still felt 2 was better.
Okay. I have at number 4 Firewatch, which I really enjoyed. Campo Santo's lovely little, I saw the game before it came out. As far as like I knew about it and was excited for it. And then when it came out, I picked up right away, beat it that day. Fucking great little one-day adventure. You can make it 2 days if you want to, but game looked good. Story was great. I had a really good time with Firewatch and a very singular story. And they did a good job. I'm excited to see what else Campo Santo comes up with for the games in the future. So number 4 for me, I've got Firewatch.
If that ever goes like on sale big time, I'd like to buy it. But
yeah, I mean, if you get it for like $5, that's worth it.
How much was it? Was it 20 to start off with, or was it more than that?
I feel like I got it for 15 or 20. I might have got a PlayStation Plus discount.
my number 4 is a game you all love. It's Arslan: The Warriors of Legend.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Oh yeah, the anime game.
Yeah, the Dynasty Warriors anime game. Yeah. What more can I say? Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, have you heard of Kingdom? Is it Kingdoms or Kingdom Under Fire?
It's Kingdoms Under
Brass Box?
Fire. I've heard of it.
Yeah,
Wow,
I was looking
it
into
is.
getting those. It's kind of like a Dynasty Warrior style game.
What about all the Kessen games on PS2? Because there's like 3 of them.
I don't know if I ever played any of those.
Those are like that too, supposedly.
Oh man, Dynasty Warriors is back.
Back with a bang.
Number 3 for you, Mr. Ryan.
I have Doom as my number 3. That game was tons of fun. I wasn't really planning on buying it, but I don't know, for whatever reason I just finished Uncharted and just wanted to try out Doom, and that game ended up being a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Okay. I would totally agree with you there. Great fucking game. Absolutely great game. I have my number 3, another watch game. That would be Overwatch. Overwatch.
Not Yokai Watch.
Nope, no Yokai Watch on this list. Overwatch at number 3.
Okay.
Mr. Ralph.
My number 3 is Song of the Deep.
Dong of the Deep indeed.
Dawn of the Seep, a game I've referenced today.
Oh man, what is the seep? Do I want to know? Or
That's part of the cliffhanger twist ending.
get some seepage?
It's a leaky ship, if you know what I'm saying.
It's chiz. It's all chiz.
Chisholm.
Cheese
John
whiz.
Wayne.
Cheese whiz.
Yes, chiz.
All this chiz leaking out of your
Seeping out of those
poop
card packs.
back. Yeah.
So good.
Card pack is
So
sticky
good.
for some reason.
Shit. What do you got for number 2 there, Ryan?
I got another game that I was not planning on playing or buying at all until like it came out. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, #FE, so or pound FE,
Yeah.
whatever.
I need to
But,
play that. It's probably
yeah.
it's pound. Number FE.
Yep, pound that Fire Emblem. Yep.
Fire Emblem euphemism for vagina.
I don't know. They got, like there's a chapter in that game called Fire Emblem.
That's weird.
You
I
use
need
the
to play
Fire Emblem. But yeah, the game was a ton of fun. It's pretty long though. It's like 50-ish hours. So you're in it for the long haul. But yeah, the game was a ton of fun. Glad I bought it. Gave me a reason to boot up my Wii U. So yeah, it's my number 2.
My number 2 is Uncharted 4. I've got a lot higher on my list. I love that fucking game. I love the prologue, which I've talked about before. I think the way that they wrapped up that game series is absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you that 2 is a better game, but it also placates into the fact that I love snow, not just the Informer, but the actual levels themselves. I love that very much. But Uncharted 4 was a phenomenon for me. I was very, very excited to play it, beat it. I had a great time with that game. Great story.
I really need to play that again too, because normally I play those games like when they come out,
Twice.
just like The Last of Us. I played that like 2 or 3 times when it came out. I need to play Uncharted 4 again. I don't want to get to
Number
it.
2 for you, Mr. Ralph.
I don't know. I'm wondering if this is a little too high for number 2, but Far Cry Primal is something.
Wow, man.
I didn't think
That's a thing.
wasn't
That's a
sure I'd
thing.
like it all, and for some reason, it really worked for me. I don't know. I kind of want to play it again.
I got an unopened copy. I could send it to you.
Okay.
I'm assuming you didn't keep yours.
No, I didn't. I'm waiting for it to go sub $20, and I'll buy it again because I know it will before too long.
Yeah, I was waiting for that too, and then Prime Day had it for 25, and for whatever reason, I just bought it.
I'd play Primal, but I'd play it for like $15. I think that's my limit for that game.
I mean, it's
Especially-
probably not as good as the real Far Cry games. But,
Right. If it's the
no.
Far Cry 4's map, I'm not sure that I care all that much. So.
I mean,
whatever.
yeah, I didn't know that because, I
4.
barely touched 4.
I do remember that. I do remember that quite a bit. Number 1 for you, Mr. Ryan.
Another game that I don't think any of you guys played. I got Dark Souls 3 as my number 1. Like, that was pretty much the only game I played this year where I thought about it all the time and just wanted to get home and play it. So I had to sit
I
through
played
work.
it.
Oh, you did? You tried it?
Yeah,
Did you try it? Oh, did you get the Xbox One version?
I did because it came with a
Yeah.
free copy of Dark Souls, which was probably a dumb reason to do it.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that. So they made the 360 version backwards compatible or something.
Yeah, so I got the digital version of that
Did you try out the digital version or no?
just to see if it worked. I don't know. Something happened. Maybe it was Bloodborne. Maybe it was me trying to play Dark Souls 2 again. But I don't
Not
know.
doing
I
those
can't.
games.
I can't do them anymore. Like, I never even got Dark Souls 3. Like I beat that first boss, like the
Yeah.
whatever the hell it was in the training area. But then I got to maybe in Orlando. I don't even know what the hell it's called.
In 3 or 2?
In
Or
3.
In Orlando was in 1, I think.
Oh, I don't know. And whoever's in 3.
No, it
Like-
is. It's in 1 and 3. I just had a.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't get through there. And I'm like, I can't do
Yeah.
this anymore.
I'm kind of surprised you made it that far. But I remember getting to Anna Orlando 2, and not in the third one, and for whatever reason, the enemies like on the steps there just wrecked me. They were just messing me up. It took a while for me to get past all of them. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've accepted that I can't do it anymore.
Have you finished?
Nor
any
could
of
I
it?
ever. I have not.
What about Demon Souls? How far did you get for that one?
That's my favorite one, I think. But I got to the area with like the poison, or no, it's probably the lava everywhere. I don't even remember. Was that
There
Demon
are-
Souls?
Rumors that they're making a remaster of that for PS4 and other consoles. But
Yeah, it'd be
I don't
alright.
know, to me, I thought Demon Souls was the hardest one, but I don't know.
It probably is.
Yeah, that's my number 1, Dark Souls 3.
I would like to play Dark Souls 3 when it gets real cheap. I think, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, you'll probably beat it.
Nah, I don't think I beat it, but maybe. I love to beat it.
Yeah.
My number 1
Bloodborne.
is, I believe, I did beat Bloodborne. You're correct. My number 1, I believe, is the same number 1 as Mr. Careful Ralph. That would be fucking Doom, because fucking A, Doom is amazing.
Mine's also Doom.
It's so fucking good. Like, I really fought hard because I'm like, Uncharted 4 is Uncharted 4, but I didn't expect a fucking thing from Doom. Not a thing. And that game is amazing. The soundtrack is amazing. The level design is amazing. The fact that you literally just don't stop moving in that game is perfect. Oh, fuck. I love that game. I feel bad that I traded it in just because I was like, I don't know that I'm going to play this anytime soon, and I want to own that game, but I was like, right now is just not the time for me to own it, and it's got a high enough trade-in value that I should just get rid of it, you know? It's like $33 or something like that. So I got rid of it, but holy fuck, that game is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I had a
It'll be on
lot of fun
sale.
with it.
I wonder if it'll drop
I mean,
to 20
Yeah,
Christmas.
if it goes the Wolfenstein route, which I don't know if that's relevant, then you'll see it for like sub $20 fairly often, like a year from now.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it is really good. The multiplayer was not, but it doesn't really
No.
matter.
I didn't
I
even
didn't give a
try
shit
the
about the
multiplayer.
multiplayer. I didn't care. Game was great.
I
That's all I
tried.
cared about.
I tried Snap Map. I don't know. Yeah,
I didn't try to snap
Really
up. I
good.
played the multiplayer a couple different games, so I get my trophy for it, and that was it. Moved on. Soundtrack is amazing. I still want to buy that shit.
yeah, man. If they ever put that on vinyl,
Yep.
I don't know what
Yep.
it would. But give me a reason to
Who gives-
buy a record.
Well, they put that Bioshock 2 soundtrack on vinyl.
I have the
For some
first one on
reason.
vinyl because it came
Really?
with the Bioshock 2 Collector's Edition, which I got on clearance at Target one day for like $15.
So what it's going for now. It's so depressing looking at price charting for the 360 and PS3 games. Because all it is collector's editions. That's all it is.
Don't ever look.
Don't do it. So that's our list. We got two in common. We might have a we're not gonna, but we would be close enough to having a champion on the Level Up Show podcast of a game of the year. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 2 out of 3
Yeah,
ain't bad.
I could vote for Doom. It's the highest on my list of games that you guys have also played.
It's true. So I guess half your award goes to Doom for game of the year. If anybody else does that, half your awards. Why not?
We can start that.
Start that trend of half year awards. It's won thousands of
Nice.
half year awards. It's Doom.
Well, it's as meaningful as game of E3, I guess.
Whatever. It's fucking great, man. So good.
Yeah.
So goddamn good. But yeah, that's that. We'll do a full list, of course, at the end of the year in December, January. I can't believe we're already talking about that. It's July. We're 5 months away from the end of the year. We're 3 months away from the holidays starting. Fuck this. And it's 100.
Yeah.
And it's 100 million degrees outside. What are we doing? What are we doing?
We're dying.
Yep, we are.
Every day.
What else do we have before we get out of here? Should we call it a night?
I picked up that Zero Time Dilemma on the 3DS. You know what that is,
Has
Derek?
your watch shown up yet?
No, what
It's
is Zero
not.
Time Dilemma?
You know what, like that 999 game was?
Oh, yep.
In like Virtue's Last Reward. Yeah, that's the third one.
Okay.
I haven't got to play it yet, but I have
You're
it.
gonna configure
They got
that
real hot
watch.
reviews, right?
Yeah, I mean they're all good
Probably.
games. I think I got 80 something Metacritic.
That's hot. Consider we're talking about a game that had 30. You know.
Well, you know, Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's true.
Who you gonna
fuck
call? Don't call.
that. Not them. Not them.
You're gonna configure that watch to be set to the Western time zone, or what are your plans for it?
If that watch is anything like the other one, it just has a number on it when you turn it on. That's what the games. I mean, just it's like one number because that's what the games. In the games, each person has a watch on that has a number, and
Yeah,
like
I think I briefly remember that from
Oh, shit.
playing the Vita one that you let me borrow one time.
I do have one more
Wow.
thing for us to talk about before we get out of here. I pulled this up earlier.
it's
Kind of coincides
your
with
dick.
our. Yeah, I pulled that up way earlier.
He's playing Uno right now.
I pulled this up. This is going in conjunction with our Game of the Year list. These are 39 games still to come out in 2016. We're going to go through these pretty quickly, all right?
Should we give an interest level?
I mean, sure, yeah, that's fine. Starbound is still coming out July 22nd.
I don't know what that is.
That is. All right.
I know what it is, but no.
Abzu comes out in August.
I've heard good things about that, but I don't know what it is.
Stop videoing. Jesus. No Man's Sky comes out August 9th. Don't give a
I'm interested in it, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it. It's probably gonna cost too much.
I'm kind of the same
bet.
way.
I Am Setsuna game was $40. It's digital. I'm not paying $40 for that.
Deus Ex Mankind Divided comes out August 23rd.
Yeah, I'm definitely buying that.
I've never
Sure.
played one of those
Probably.
games. Would I like that, Ryan? You think I'd like that?
Well, I mean, so do you like stealth? Because there's definitely a lot of stealth in that.
I mean, is it like shitty? Is it like Far Cry stealth, or is it like
But
bad
there's also
stealth?
so it's like thinking stealth. Like there's a way that you could go in there and fight if you really want to, and you can spec your dude to do that. But it's not probably won't be the greatest combat. And then you could do some stealth, or there's ways that you could like probably completely avoid combat if you spec your character a certain way. So
I think
those
I'll wait
games
to
are
see the reviews.
those games are supposed to be about like options and different ways to solve environment puzzles. So and
There's
dialogue choices.
a quick look EX of it up. I was watching the
Oh,
other day.
Yeah, I mean the original Deus Ex I consider like one of the best games ever made. But
Okay. Madden NFL 17 might be the first Madden game I've bought in 5 years. Might check that out. World of Warcraft Legion comes out at the end of August.
Johnny Manziel on the cover of this year's ad. Who's on the cover?
Von Miller's on the cover.
It's
Throwing money. Throwing money
Gronk,
around.
isn't it?
Yeah, just raining money down on him.
Yeah, it's actually Gronk.
Yeah.
Batman, the Telltale game series, comes out in August. I believe it was August 2nd, but I might be wrong. There's a physical DLC, like the whole fucking series coming out in September, so I'm going to wait for that. September 16th, that comes out. I guess we could talk about that in news. So, but I'm excited for that. They released a trailer for the first episode the other day, and it looks pretty fucking good. Coming out in September, we have Recore. You guys still excited for Recore?
No, I'm not interested in it.
No, I believe no.
Ow.
That's a consensus.
Oh, I don't know. I might buy it.
For $40,
I'll
aka
see.
$32, I figured you might as well, right?
Well, so
We'll see.
Target has Mighty Number 9 in its best picks or top picks section. So
I mean, Target sucks, so that's
Yeah.
to be expected. FIFA 17 coming out in September 27th. If you want a single-player mode in FIFA, go for it. Forza Horizon 3 coming out September 27th. Anybody?
is Ludacris in it?
No.
I don't know. I think it's too realistic for me, sadly.
Is this real? Shantae and the Half Genie Heroes coming out September 27th?
Hell yeah, I got pre-order on Wii U.
Fuck
Physical
yeah.
version.
I gotta get that
How
shit. I'm
rare
excited for that. It's gonna be real
Yeah.
rare. Yep. Final Fantasy 15, of course, September 30th. Thank God.
Maybe.
Also coming out in September, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney: Spirit of Justice.
Month of the year for you, right there.
Yeah,
That's your vote
it
for
might
month
be.
of the year.
On the
It might
Kingdom Hearts.
be. Well, that's all right.
2.8
I'll
comes out when?
What?
It's probably when does 2.8 come out?
December, end of the year.
Okay.
I'll get to
Okay,
it,
so
I'm
that's
sure.
on your list.
Mafia 3, October 7th.
Yeah, I'm planning on getting that.
It
Paper
sounds
Mario Color
interesting.
Splash on October 7th. Sorry.
I'll
Mario
probably
what?
buy that. Paper Mario.
Same
Don't you
game.
have to buy it? It's on Wii U, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. It looks real good.
Yeah. I'm kind of worried because it sounds kind of like Sticker Star. And that one was supposed to
Yeah,
suck.
that game sucked. I can tell you it sucked. I hated it.
Probably look pretty good, at least.
Gears of War 4 comes out October 11th. That's right up your alley, Ryan, right?
Yeah, hopefully it performs better than that Ultimate Edition. That thing was pretty shaky.
Yeah, I may pick it up. We'll see.
WWE 2K17 comes out October 11th with cover star Brock Lesnar, a.k.a. Dope McGee. So that'll be great. There's a special NXT edition that comes out that has a lithograph signed by Shinsuke Nakamura, NXT TakeOver London cards, and an 8-inch figure of Finn Balor. So if you want to
I saw that.
pre-order that sounds pretty cool.
It looks pretty hot.
Thumper, which is a rhythm game.
Not the right one.
Oh.
13th.
Is that a VR game?
It's a
Maybe it
VR game, yep. Skylanders Imaginators comes out October 16th.
What's an Imaginator?
I don't care. Battlefield 1 comes out October 18th.
ain't. Nope.
Stone and
Sorry.
Price Battlefield. Civ 6.
might rent Battlefield just because it's World War One.
Civ 6, anybody?
I can't handle that.
Those games look very cool, but I don't know. Is it coming out on PS4 or is it just PC?
Doesn't say right here.
I think it's PC, maybe.
Yeah, PC.
Yeah, my PC won't be able to handle Civ 6.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
Oh man, I gotta get all those Dragon Balls.
Here's your game of the year right here, Ryan. Last Guardian, October 25th.
I mean, I think it's probably unlikely to be my game of the year, but maybe. Who knows?
3 days later, Titanfall 2.
Yeah, I'll
check that
probably
out
pick
for
that
sure.
up.
Thinking about maybe renting that too.
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, the most infinite of wars, coming out on November 4th.
Infinity Warfare.
Infinity Warfare, yep. Dishonored 2, November 11th. Fuck that.
I'm definitely getting that.
I only say it to get it, Ryan. I don't give a shit.
No.
Gran Turismo Sport comes out November 15th.
It's weird that nobody's talked about that very much.
It's kind of like, so is this kind of like the situation where they did the GTA 5 prologue thing or whatever? Where it's not really like a full game, but they just want to have something out there?
It must be. I really don't know what it is. I can't handle Gran Turismo. It's too realistic.
I don't think I've
Watch
ever
Dogs
played
2
one.
comes out the same day. I played Turismo way back in the day on like PlayStation 1 and 2.
I've watched
Yeah,
people play
me
this.
too.
I watched people play whatever one came out first on PS2, but I never played it.
If it's not an MX versus ATV off-road game, I'm not into it. It's the only kind of racing game
What
that I
about
dig.
like Jeremy McGrath Supercross '98?
any game with a name in front of it, I'm in.
He's
any
dead
game.
now, so that's got to be worth something, right?
Yeah.
McGrath is?
I
Man.
think he's
No.
dead. I could have swore he died.
No, it wasn't. No, it was the BMX.
Dave
dude,
Mirra's
Mirra.
dead.
Dave Mirra died.
Like, this is before Dave Mirra's dead.
Watch Dogs 2. Watch Dogs 2 comes out November 15th. I'll probably pick that up because I'm an idiot. That same week, Pokemon Sun and Moon, November 18th, comes out also.
On Answers.com, is Jeremy McGrath dead? I don't know. No.
Yeah. You're thinking of Dave Mirra.
He'll be dead someday.
Or Mark
yeah, it's
McGrath.
true.
I don't know about that.
Mark McGrath. December 6th is Dead Rising 4, which is coming out for the X-Bone.
He's 44, still alive. He's kicking.
That's Ryan's game of the year, Dead Rising 4.
That might be Ryan's game of the year, actually.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably be up there unless they really screwed up.
2 days after that, it's a game that we're both a little hesitant on. South Park's The Fractured But Whole.
Yeah, I'll be
A
buying that.
little worried about that. Yep. A little worried. Below is listed as a TBA game for this year. Below.
I'm not sure what that is. I've heard of it.
Super Time Force people? Yes.
Isn't it on X-Bone
I don't know what that
already?
is.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Cuphead is also listed as TBA.
I'd like to play that if it ever come out.
Deus Ex Go, which is of course, Tomb Raider Go and Hitman Go mobile game.
Pokemon Go.
Yep.
No, not the same.
All those fine Go games.
Yeah.
The Friday the 13th Kickstarter game is supposedly coming out this year, which I don't believe that's happening.
Yeah. I don't have any hope for that.
I've seen some video of that. It looks pretty rough.
It's supposed to be kind of like Evolve, I guess, in a way.
Which just went free for you PC people. Lawbreakers is also listed as TBA.
Fuck
The
that.
old Epic Dudes stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, Boss Key Games or something. Cliffy B.
Yep. Cliffy B.
Don't like the guy.
What else did you got? How about Paragon? How's that sound?
Isn't that already out? But not for real.
It's in beta. It's in beta. Or alpha,
We Happy
whatever.
Few. I saw We Happy
It doesn't
Few
have
is
like a legit release though. It's like
Yeah, it's
some weird
a preview.
thing.
it's listed in the preview section on Xbox One
Yep.
store, but you can't download it yet. Does that come out
Yeah, I think it's next
next
week.
week?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Star Citizen is also listed as TBA for the end of the year.
Fuck that.
And Telltale Season 3. Telltale's Walking Dead Season 3 comes out, I think, starting in October is what I thought I read, but maybe that was just a rumor. So there's 39 games. They didn't even have Kingdom Hearts in there. Kingdom Hearts makes it 40. That's my game of the year right there. To get excited for before the end of 2016. So plenty of opportunities for us to fill out the rest of our top 10 list and maybe even some shakeups, depending on if anybody maybe gets an Xbox One that doesn't already have one on this podcast.
Halo 5, number 1 on the top 10 list.
Oh, fuck. Nope. Never mind. I don't want to say that ever again. But yeah, that's a nice little taste to leave you with before we get out of here for the evening. Anything else, boys?
Halo Wars 2 come out this year.
No, it's next year.
That could be number 1.
Oh, God. Make sure to head on up to the Twitters, TLUSP on the Twitter, the Level Up Show Podcast on Facebook. Find us individually. Two of us individually. Ryan doesn't exist, so don't try to find him ever.
I'm sure there's somebody named Ryan on Twitter.
Somewhere.
Some shit to him. He'll get back to me.
You can find Care for Ralph on the Twitter. But that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Level Up Show. Don't forget, stick around. I'm going to play you the newest Care for Ralph song right after we end the show for a second time. But for Ryan, for Ralph, I am Derek. Always be careful and level the fuck up.
ABC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3.